Tape Never Lies Network, home of the greatest Chicago Bears fans on earth.
The following show is for mature audiences only.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
The tape never lies.
Tape never lies.
Starts now.
The tape never lies.
The Tape Never Lies Network. Starts now.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
Yeah, you look at the tape. So as a coach, your resume is the tape.
Loses the football. Strip sack and
Bears our live. Bears our live. We go online right after Bears games with your boys draft and the smartest man alive. Bears our live.
Son of a bitch, you better block.
Bears our live. We go online right after Bears games with your boys draft talk and the smartest man alive. Ran up with the true analysis you expect. Raw passion for the show. Bears fans get nothing less. Locked in with real emotion and passion for every play. Coach Phil to bring that range. In with facts my post game show like nothing else you're gonna hear. Some can try to copy, but a bucket's not sincere. Delivering the truth of what just happened, to be clear. That's why we're on TV, so you can see it, not just hear. Hey, yo, with Draft Dr. Phil, you know it's always hit sticks. True to fundamentals, never gimmicks and tricks. Guess we're moving Soldier Field up to Arlington Heights. Mill out counting bucks while the mayor big fights. Our life keeps growing, Shane's all knowing. Delivering the truth on how the QB's throwing. Dimes on time, or just lacking fundamental. Whatever the case, we get hot like Senso. Fiery discussion about what happened in the game. This ain't your daddy's postgame, so expect the fucking flame. Not for the average fan, how long they can survive.
but don't you worry.
Bears Our Live.
Bears our life. Bears our life. We go
Let him sit his ass there again. I don't think we're that much worse.
The myth, the red legend, Dr. Phil Ocean.
This is football, baby. Culture is the problem. Let's get on little things. Bears our life. Bears our
Son of a bitch, you better block.
life.
That's what happens. That's when you have a real
Right
good team.
after Bears
And let's get it
with
on.
your boys draft talk and the smartest.
Give me some fucking names.
This is Bears Hour Live.
It wasn't pretty, but 8-3 is. The Chicago Bears head onto the field in Soldier Field, undermanned, under everything, and come away with a win 31-28 over the Pittsburgh Steelers to move to 8-3 on the season as we head to Black Friday in Philly versus the Eagles. Should be fun. Very interesting game. I know we're going to get into it. DDP's raring to go. I know these guys can never make it easy. That's for sure. But
oh yeah, 8-3.
end of the day, dude. We'll take it. 8-3.
Yep, you got to take it as he's saying. The Chicago Bears go out on the field and you play who is in front of you. There's no apologies. There's no excuses. In fact, there's no excuses because the half of your defense is out on wherever, whether they're in Mexico, Shane, or they're somewhere else. You don't know, because the reality of football is we line up, we block, we tackle, and we catch football. Today, the Chicago Bears did what they had to do to win. And that's all is necessary when it comes to this great game of football. We have been on the other end of and going out in embarrassing ways, losing to the likes of Osweiler and what was his name? Jimmy Garoppolo and freaking I forget the former Lion who went to the from Oregon to the we just
Joey Harrington.
Thank you, Joey Harrington. Look at you, Joey Harrington. You've been on the other end of that. Let these lamos, blog boys, and beat reporters make up every fucking excuse in the world. But in the NFL, it is so hard to win. So when you go out there and you do win, I don't care what it looks like. At the end of the day, no one's asking, well, how many yards did he throw? Or how many yards did they run for against the Steelers back in November before Thanksgiving? All these, what was their record? That's it. Did they make the playoffs? Get out of these people's groups. Kick them out of your groups, your friend groups. Anybody being an idiot towards the franchise's future, which is the quarterback, kick them out of your friend group. Your friend texts, on every single play we switch and flip-flop. Oh, he's got to make it's a great throw. Oh, you got to make that. Oh, it's a great throw. Oh, it's another great throw. You can't live like that. Go watch every game and watch Josh Allen throw 4 shitty balls in a row and then make a huge throw. That's football. In Chicago, you haven't had a quarterback, so you don't even understand the ebbs and flows, yet alone understand that this quarterback that we have is learning a new language, a new functioning of the offense, and a new identity being built in that regard. And today, the identity of your football team went out the fucking window. And on first glance, again, without watching the tape, big shout out to Ozzie Trapillo going out there and holding down that left side. Darnell Wright looked like he was the rookie today. He didn't have a fucking good game. Can't let a free run come at the end. It's guys like this guy that you just don't want in your life because they don't understand the reality. What is a killer? Throwing 3 touchdowns? You should fucking win the game, right? You should. You know what's a killer? Critical situational play calls. So on first down, I'm texting with Cap and Shane when you got the ball back after you stopped them and they punted. I don't know where my music went away. And on the first down, you running back dive. I hate. That's not the play. It's toss on first down. You want to get the defense and your offensive line moving and get a crease. They run it on second down. Monin guy trips or he's in the secondary. Maybe scores or maybe, I know for 100 he gets a first down and that's the game. But the big critical thing for me is on third down, you come out and gun. And that's wrong. In the first half, your coach used 2 timeouts the wrong way. He did. He should have came up and spiked the ball. You would have had 39 seconds. Instead, you called timeout. Now you have none, and you have to settle for a field goal before the half. When you're aggressive, you want to save that timeout so you can play end zone. Then he used another timeout, which he shouldn't have, helping the Steelers now on 4th and 1 go with some fucking push fake. You shouldn't have called timeout. The rule as a coach, as I told the patrons, it's 3rd and 10. They get 6, then you could call timeout. You force them now. They're not going to go for it on 4th and 4. But it was 3rd and 10, and they got 9. Now you got to make them use the timeout. These are the little details of coaching that Ben keeps giving me agita with. Don't call timeout. Let them call timeout, and then you can prepare your defense. You got unprepared. CBS was unprepared. They were in a fucking commercial break. We had to see the play on replay. And then in the beginning of the half, you're not setting the edge whatsoever. I mean, there's so many things in this game. It's unbelievable. To come out on top of an ugly game, Caleb Williams throwing 3 touchdown passes. Again, there's a big first down throw. I'm telling you right now, the broadcast didn't do a good job. But Odunze, your ball is low. You don't go up with an elbow. That's on him. It wasn't an overthrow. It wasn't any. It's right there. Caleb's looking at the fucking scoreboard like, how did he miss this? Because he fucking put his hand up like this. Now you've created thumbs down, which is a brick wall below your hips. The odds of you catching that are next to 0. So those simple things I keep seeing these receivers do. Like me and Shane were debating. I believe Burden in the first, that's got to be caught. 2 hands on it. Yes, it's high. Catch the fucking ball. That's the job. Every coach worth any grain of salt, if you're a coach, chime in the chat. Hands on ball, make catch. Don't put one hand up. You haven't even fucking begun to get there yet. DJ Moore with the drops. They continue. Odunze on the nice catch. You got to fucking deadbolt your leg down. Drag that shit back. Make the effort. Every time I'm seeing, I don't make excuses up. You're going to have some jackass, some EJing clown boy say we're making excuses for Caleb Williams. I'm not. I'm watching this. The receivers have to be fucking better. They do. That's how you're going to get wins in the playoffs. The difference between winning, losing, catching, and dropping the football. Today, you're able to pull through despite the mistakes, despite the personnel usage, despite the injuries. I hope these media members, I'm not going to say anyone's name because I don't want anyone butthurt. I hope they understand that the Bears defense is decimated by injuries. You won a game with 3 guys that were on the street. Simple. Guys that shouldn't even be on the fucking roster, like Elijah Hicks, cost you a touchdown there. The fuck he's doing? Playing his own fucking game, shouldn't be on the roster. Again, the reality of this football team is scratch and claw to win the game. Don't care how it is. Don't worry about the fucking stats. Worry about winning the game. And today, Shane, I know we're going to get into a lot. I just wanted to make it very clear. 8-3 is not luck. You're creating turnovers. You're making plays. One last thing I want. Montez gotta fucking make the sack. Caleb, clock is going down. Gotta take the fucking timeout. Or coach has to do it for you. Someone's got, because that delay of game cost you a first down on an amazing motherfucking catch by Colston Loveland. God, Colston Loveland. I'm starting to love this kid so much. I love a vacuum for the football. A guy that eyeball catches. He's got the best hands on the team. It's not close right now. Anyway, Shane, that's my fucking rant today for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I think the catch by Colston Loveland was the catch of the game, Phil. I mean, he got fucking hammered on that. And the first thing that he looked for was the ball and was focused in on it.
Your eyes on ball.
And brought it in as I'm watching the Lions and Giants in overtime. Giants are down to a 3rd and 7. Detroit is up by a touchdown. So, yeah.
Oh, boy.
But Listen, I understand. I'm right there with you. You see, this game was one of those. It's easy to get really, really upset about, but then you have to just be honest with the scenario that how decimated your team was. And then
100%. I don't think they will do it, Shane. They don't make those.
Oh, no. I don't think so either, Phil.
I know the guy who you sent me his text. I can't say his name because he'll be so butthurt. But the reality is you only play who's in front of you. That's it.
Well, where that point holds no water is the Bears in their past have lost to everyone. Good quarterbacks, mediocre quarterbacks, shitty quarterbacks.
And they just beat a first place team. Like, just take that in your pocket and understand how hard it is.
I hear you. It's not like I said, it's not like we have
guys like this. Like, where do you live? In a land of lunacy? How did Caleb choke this game? Almost.
Yeah, I mean,
on that fucking third down free run, he scrambles out and tries to make a play. What world are we in? I don't get it. I just Caleb won this game for you by making a fucking great effort on the football field today, throwing some great passes. Like I said in my rant, you can't be going flip-flop play to play. It's the NFL. It's a different Bears football team. And Devin, you're 100%. Shout out to the fucking guys stepping in for them. You know, I got to say this. Jackson is better than Sewell. He is. So what you have here might be a blessing, even though Tremaine Edmonds, I don't know how he got hurt. Maybe someone could tell me. Maybe it was the last play of the last game, but I'm celebrating in the fucking locker room after that. I don't get these injuries. Very odd to me how many injuries we see with this football team. But Jackson, we've had him on TTNL, and he played a hell of a fucking job. I wish Montez just wrapped the fuck up and put that dude down that third time. Because then it would be an easy showcase of him being the defensive player of the game. And
yeah.
I know I've given a lot of shit to Brisker. I'll give him props to close out the game and make a play, but I think that ball was going to be picked either way on that last throw. But Brisker, I don't know. And I don't understand Elijah Hicks over Jonathan Owens.
No, I hear you. Then the Detroit Lions won in overtime. But it's just like I'll bring this up. And listen, I understand the stuff with Rome, but to say that Caleb doesn't understand how to run a scramble drill, I don't know what to say to that.
Caleb, that's all he does, man. In fact, Rome's angles to scramble drill are needing work. If you're a patron, you watched Coach O and myself break down. Loveland understands angles in scramble drill. So when we're going scramble drill, quarterback's rolling out, you have a defender on your hip. You want to come down and back to the football, back on an angle, like a comeback route. You don't want to go flat. The defender can come underneath you. So Caleb gets it. Odunze did not have a good game today.
No, I totally agree, Phil.
And so
for him to be a top 10 pick, I think he needs to be farther ahead than where he was. Now, I don't know in the ESPN 1000 chat pregame if that was actually his dad. I'm not sure. But, I mean, if it was.
What was his dad saying?
Oh, it was just a bunch of, anti-Caleb stuff and saying that he's going to be defined by these next few games. No, they're all going to be defined by it. Everybody needs to improve out there. Ben Johnson needs to improve. Caleb Williams needs to improve. There's a ton of improvement that needs to happen on this team for you to go into Philly and beat Philly, or you to go on the road and beat Green Bay, or to beat Detroit, or whomever, any of these teams. But you've shown, and I don't give a shit if it's Mason Rudolph, if it's Aaron Rodgers, or if it's fucking Whoopi Goldberg playing quarterback. The Bears roster today was depleted. And they went out and they found a way. One of Cap's favorite things is find a way. Find a way.
Find a way.
It's the Jimmy Valvano run back in 1983. Survive in advance. It's a weekly thing. Survive in advance. Now you're hopeful next week that Jalen's going to come back, that you're going to get Kyler back. Obviously, you're going to be without Tremaine Edmonds. TJ Edwards should be back. But just Phil, not saying that they were perfect. DeMarco Jackson has a spot on this roster.
He is
15 tackles.
Better than Sewell.
100%. 100%.
It's not close. And that makes you question. I just don't understand some of the personnel stuff. And I do want to address, where is it? Vernon. I didn't get into this, Shane, because I honestly am not putting the blame on the quarterback there. He's got to step up and run. Yes, we could look at it 6 different ways. I know JJ came back and took away his original stance because it's the truth. What happened is Darnell needs to be better there, and you ride your guy.
I agree. I thought on replay, I thought Caleb tried to make a play by underhand throwing it, but he
had his arm pulled.
Yeah, no, I get it, but I also thought he
Two injuries that popped up there. Tyreek had a hip, Hippolyte had a shoulder, and then Dom Robinson
even be on the
was in
team.
Concussion protocol. So
Dominique
we'll see how those things trend here this week, and whether we'll have them for the next game or not. But really proud of the guys. Thought they did a phenomenal job just responding. I knew we were decimated in certain areas, and yet it's easy the easy thing is to say, woe is me, and our guys didn't do that. They just stepped up and kept battling through. It happens to most teams each season too, where your depth gets tested, and it just so happens it was this week for us. And so can't say enough good things about the linebackers that stepped up in that game. D-Jack was our starting Mike, and he called that game. He was the green dot. And I thought he did a great job. We thought Ruben was going to be our will linebacker, and he goes down with the injury early in the game, and Amon comes in, and he doesn't miss a beat for a guy that really hasn't played a whole lot of football this year. So
Amon had 14 tackles. DeMarco had 15.
McLeod takes Tyreek's spot on the outside. He's out there competing just like he has all year long. On the offensive side, we got Theo's down, and Ozzie steps up at left tackle, and then Jonah goes down for a little bit, and Luke Newman gets thrown in there at guard. And so that was the type of game it was, and I just think that's the type of guys that we have, the caliber of people that we have. They just keep fighting away and keep plugging away. So
Brisker finally made a
play. Number 8, and
they'll
enjoy it here tonight, and tomorrow we'll be in the building on a short week getting ready for the next game. So go ahead
Philly
and
just
open
took
up from there.
With that injury, all the injuries that are happening to your team, it seems natural for someone to have low morale after that. What is your message, or what was your message to your team to fight through all of that?
Well, this is every team. This is the NFL. This is what happens when you play a 17-game season. And it just so happened, back half of the season's when it caught up to us a little bit. And, we'll get some of the reinforcements back at some point. But until then, we got to hold down the fort, and so that's what we'll do. And these guys are going to go out and compete. This is what we've been practicing for, what we've been training for all along. The coaching staff has known this. All of our practice squad players, they know it's highly likely that they'll get called upon at some point. And And,
You're
it's just,
giving up
I can't
the
say enough
fact
good
that
things
you're
about the
gonna
guys that
run
stepped up today to help us win that ball game.
And what did you make of Caleb's performance?
Once again, I got to go look at that tape. But 31 points on offense, and that's always a good thing when you get over
3
30.
touchdown passes.
From my perspective, we probably had a couple that we let it get away from us, but that's I don't know many quarterbacks that do play a perfect game.
Your third and 8, you take the delay. What happened?
Sounds like me. I don't know.
Yeah, we just didn't get it off in time, and in the fourth quarter, those guys know I'm not going to call my timeouts because we're going to need those later on.
Let's talk about
Well,
complimentary.
Ben, in that case, you should have called timeout. I disagree there.
Say it again.
Defense got the takeaways and the offense turned them into touchdowns.
Yeah, it's something that we'd love to do. I mean, we've had so many takeaways
You
this
hear what he
year. Our
said, Jay?
defense just,
Yeah.
it's
Some
part of their
takeaway. We
calling
gotta
card.
Talk
And
about
so
this.
we've done a solid job of capitalizing on that. I think we're
The
second
game's
in the
on the
league
line.
in points off turnovers.
You don't need to
And so
save
we
your
really
free
needed that there
timeouts.
today. You certainly felt it, with Shawnee's
see the delay
interception
of
there on the
game
sideline.
coming? Timeout.
The whole sideline kind of ignited, gave us a spark, and offense was able to capitalize on that and score our first touchdown of the game. So it's good to see that complimentary football, and we're going to need more of that here going forward.
And what's it like on the sideline and maybe during the week, just kind of keeping track of all the guys who are down, and kind of what does it say about DA about kind of how everything came together today?
Yeah, no, I think you can't understate the importance of these guys. I'm talking about the coaching staff. That's all 3 phases. They do a phenomenal job of piecing this thing together. We meet early in the week and we kind of forecast how we think it's going to go. And then the week of practice kind of dictates who's going to be up and who's going to be down to a degree. But, each week's a little bit different story. And like I said, you got different guys stepping up and answering that bell. And that's why the week of preparation is so important.
How about
us,
a question about
these young
Ozzie
players,
Trapillo?
They get a chance to instill
shouldn't be that hard
confidence
to
in the
ask.
coaching staff and
Trapillo,
find a role and a niche when
the last
when,
series, the
there's
gun
an opportunity available.
versus
So
you ran
it was good.
twice, then you go into
housekeeping
gun.
thing. When do you expect them back?
Don't like it.
Who? Tremaine? I think so. Yeah.
The touchdown DJ on the free play.
Yeah.
What did you like about just the recognition and how Karen Caleb and DJ?
Yeah, it was something that we thought we might be able to get them to jump off sides. It's
Got him
such a
Another
good
thing
pass
we gotta
rushing group.
give
We
a
were trying to
shout
find
out
ways
to
to slow
Caleb,
them down a little
making
bit,
them jump.
and that was an opportunity for us to work our cadence. And I thought the execution of it was really well done. It's something we've been working on since the springtime through training camp, and everybody on offense has slowly but surely gotten better at that. And so, great job by Drew pulling the trigger, seeing it out of his periph, and then Caleb finding the open receiver. It's really well done.
Found out that Rodgers wasn't going to play. What's the message to the team 2 hours before?
Go play.
Oh
We
my
just keep
gosh.
playing.
So dumb, Pat.
Doesn't matter who's out there.
Fucking worst
What's
question
the
of the
feedback
day.
to Caleb after the strip sack?
Just hold on to the ball. Yeah, we know how important these turnovers are. We can't have them. They're not okay. So we're well aware of that.
Because at this
You got it. Yeah, you got it, Pat.
you've got a really quick turnaround here. What is your focus in the next couple of days? Do you turn the page tonight and go on to Philly?
Of course,
How does
dummy.
your routine change in this?
Well, I mean, it's something we've been mindful of the moment the
the
schedule
dumbest.
came out, and so our coaches, I know our defensive
Asking
coaches
about the
were
Eagles
certainly
game.
in the office a little bit later.
They just
towards the
finished
end of
this
the
game
week there,
10
getting
minutes
ahead.
ago.
Christ.
We'll have
Dumb.
some coaches going to the office after the game
They didn't
here
ask
tonight,
about
and then
Trapillo.
yeah,
They didn't
tomorrow
ask
it's
about
gonna
the
be full
last
steam ahead.
drive.
So yeah, these we actually get an extra day. Normally you go Sunday to Thursday at least once a year.
Got it,
So
but
Sunday to
only-
Friday is actually going to be pretty nice.
What impressed you about Montez's performance today, especially?
I mean, he's been heating up since the bye week. Tez has, and you've just felt it each week. He seems
He
to
just
impact the game a little bit
wrapped
more.
his
each week,
motherfucker
and so
up. We could
I
be
think he had
celebrating.
2. Is that right?
And we
and
need
then
to
had a chance for
we
a
need
third, it
to
felt like, out
figure out
there
how to
from my
shed some
count,
blocks,
but,
though.
It's
Our
good
guys
to
just
see that
grab and
come
stay
on,
there.
just like that. I feel him. I feel Grady. I feel
Thank
Book,
God
I
they
feel all
called
those
the
guys,
holding at the
and,
goal line.
it's whenever
Because
we
I'll
get
tell you
that
what,
2-score
Brisker
lead there,
just
that's
runs
when
right
it
into
certainly
a
starts
block.
playing in our
Like,
favor. a
play
little
the
bit more.
gap.
Did something unlock? As you mentioned the bye, was it something that you guys sat down and figured out, or is it just a function of he's just been?
No, I think he's capitalizing on those opportunities. But yeah, I mean, he's been a good player
Matt
for a long
went
time.
back
So
to
it's just
fucking falling on the ground.
Yeah, it's
Just
been really
stay
good to
up
see that.
and run, brother.
We talked during the week, talked about the middle eight. What did you like about, especially the way you guys came out of the half, and Caleb, I think 5 for 5 on that drive, just in terms of responding to halftime in the first half?
Yeah, did a nice job there before halftime, getting the field goal. Could have had a little bit cleaner operation just as a whole unit there throughout that, but we were able to get the 3, and then defense came and got us a stop to start the second half, and offense did a nice job piggybacking on it. You kind of I just feel the flow of the game sometimes. I think Jeff Joniak just told me there's 18 straight passes. I don't think of those things in the moment. I just kind of, what do I feel like is going to work best next? But I thought Caleb did a nice job there in that middle eight of finding some completions for us.
Still no pass rush. Still.
So there he is, head coach Ben Johnson.
So I got some numbers leaking in here already for the rookie left tackle, Ozzie Trapillo.
Only the Bears, have a former head coach that sucked broadcasting in their post game.
He's got an ankle. Remember that? Remember those?
God.
So in 41 pass pro snaps today for Ozzie Trapillo, he gave up 1 pressure, 0 sacks, 0 quarterback hits, and had an 88.4% pass pro effectiveness grade. Which the last one, whatever.
I'll watch the tape of it.
Yeah.
The PF.
But it's I mean, Phil, if you just want to make it simple, you didn't hear his name.
Yeah.
Other than them saying that he's replacing Theo Benedict.
I did watch him a few plays, ride his guy past, and he did it perfectly.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. And he plays to his strength. He's fucking huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a big person. And that's that. You wouldn't think that you would have to teach NFL football players to do that, but we lived it with somebody like Cole Kmet that didn't do it. He lived up to what we wanted him to do last week on those plays. Today he had a chance to turn one upfield, and he just fucking dove down to the ground.
Fell to the ground. Make sure I catch this type of shit. No, catch it and turn upfield.
But there was plays out there to be made, even, beyond the drops. Like I thought on the one to DeAndre Swift, if he goes outside, he's got a chance. Yeah, he's got a chance. Yeah. Not just to get big yardage, but to go.
Yeah, he blew the screen, hit Monin guy tripping. DJ Moore falling down on the other one.
Well, the
Dunze not putting his foot down, like
the one free play that Caleb ended up throwing an interception on.
He gave up.
He just gave up and watched the ball go. And I'm like, come on, man, stop.
I don't understand how he gives up. Like, that's the point of that. Go after the football, get an interference call. There was some late fucking flags being thrown by this crew.
Yeah, the one with DK Metcalf and Nashawn Wright where their feet got tangled up. That one was like a full 5 seconds after they were laying on the ground.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. He's looking around and let's throw a flag. Like the Steelers were calling shit. It was very frustrating. Some of the stuff, McLeod playing off coverage too much. It is what it is when you have all these injuries. I don't think enough credit is being thrown the Bears' way. That football team is the first.
Phil, there was a moment in time with a playoff-ready roster when the Bears would have an injury to Brian Urlacher. You didn't win. It was one guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing, you talk about, we've come around on Colston Loveland, the scenario, but a guy that's taken a lot of bullets from us this season is Nashawn Wright. You're not going to find a better fucking interception ever.
That was awesome.
Ever. And he almost had another one the same way.
He did.
And I know this is going to send professional beat reporters off the fucking cliff, These are the reasons why a guy like Jalen Johnson's probably not going to get new money here.
You don't say.
Get mad if you want to get mad. I don't care. You're going to have to cut corners financially someplace, and they've invested heavily into DBs. And Ryan Poles, to his credit, has shown an ability to draft DBs and to find undrafted DBs. He just has.
That's his only. He brings in like a fucking 17. Next week they're gonna bring Swanky in to play fucking corner. Watch him play. Moves like a fucking cement truck. I mean, linebacker. I don't know what Poles is doing. I don't understand the safety position at all in the defensive end position.
Again, I'm going to say it again.
How about Javon Dexter trying to fucking pick up the fucking ball like he's in fucking third grade?
I know.
What are you doing? What are you doing? He has been the biggest disappointment in the on the whole team for me. On the quarterback sneaks, watch his effort. He stands straight up like he's in JV at fucking, and it's the end of the year. And you've lost 4 games in a row. That's how he put. He's awful. Awful. He's not done shit. Grady making some plays today. I'm just seeing. I don't see the fire at all from Dexter.
Grady needed to show something.
He did
on
today.
The field. He did finally, a couple times.
Here's our quarterback coming up to the podium. The franchise.
What's up, everybody?
Caleb, you were able to find DJ twice in the end zone today.
Yep.
How do you think his presence and your connection with him really helps or improve your offense?
Yeah, I think being able to obviously get DJ going, having 2 touchdowns, I know is big for our confidence as relationship and things like that for this year. And then also just, having one of our star guys get going, it only builds momentum for us as a team. And so it was good to see that. It was good to, get him in the end zone a couple of times. I know he's been wanting that. And, that's something that doesn't always happen, even if you're primary in routes and people cover you, all of that. So being able to get him, in the zone a couple of times, we're excited for
beat the team over 500. Washington was when they beat him too.
Building on that, but
Exactly.
Yeah, they ended up just dropping DJ. Saw I think Ramsey was at safety, ended up taking the number 3 receiver, and the corner didn't overlap or anything like that, or the defender over DJ just dropped him and didn't run with him, and so went through the read, went middle first, went to DJ, and he ran a great route, just threw him a ball, and he made a great play.
Caleb, the strip sack.
Yep.
I know it's probably as a quarterback hard to just go down for safety, but is that what you're supposed to kind of do in that spot? Or?
Yeah, it's what I'm supposed to do is just throw the ball away. In that situation, just throw the ball away, live to fight for another down, and yeah, that's it.
How do you look at a game like this? You get the 3 touchdown passes. You guys had an opportunity to put them away.
Yep.
But you get the win. I mean, how do you kind of balance that as you assess yourself?
Learn from. Fuck it.
You don't apologize for any wins in this league, and I think that's a historic organization over there, and they got a bunch of great athletes, a bunch of great coaches, and things like that. So, like I said, you don't apologize, but you do understand where you can be.
Nashawn's Al Harris guy,
there.
And
that's the frustrating
hand-picked.
And it starts with me, and it
just
funnels
like
down
Zay
to everybody
Frazier.
else, missing
That's
a few
what I
passes
told
and a couple passes that recently that I've been
We ain't giving Poles Executive of the Year.
kind of just surgical with, and missed those passes today, and it was frustrating. But trying to stay positive for the guys. Just know what type of game it's going to be. They were running the ball well and things like that, and so they were using a lot of clocks. We weren't going to have many possessions, and so
to be honest,
trying to be positive for those guys, and not get too frustrated in those situations. And then from there, we gotta, I said it before, we gotta learn from it's nice when you get to learn from wins.
Great comment,
and,
Joe.
You know, you find ways when you have mess ups or all these different things to find ways to
Bears
win,
fans are
but
still
also
trying to
understand that we have so much left in the tank and we can be so much better.
quarterback.
Montez said it's not the same old Bears right now.
Yep.
Do you feel that? Do you feel the idea of kind of turning the tide
How's
here?
Justin doing
Yeah, I mean,
there, beat reporter?
We're an 8-3 team in the National Football League,
In the
and so
bank.
you know, we feel good where we're at, but we do got to get better. And I would say, yeah, you know, we don't feel like we're the same old Bears. We pull through for each other when it matters most, and so we got to keep getting better. Like I said, you know, it starts with me on my side, and then you know we'll keep growing from there.
What happened on the delay game?
Yeah, we ended up lining up wrong, and you know, trying to get it all situated, and you know, didn't want to. In that moment, didn't want to run a bad play or a play that was all messed up from the jump. And so, you know, move back a couple yards and try and go get it from there.
You said this week that you wanted to go say hello to Rodgers.
Yep.
Did that happen?
Yeah. Right after the game, you know, we ended up saying hello, you know, get healthy and, you know, and moved on from there.
How important was that drive coming out of halftime? I think you went 5 for 5.
Yep.
And so just coming out of that first half, like, what did that drive mean kind of moving forward?
Yeah, it was good for us just because kind of how right before half kind of played out. To be able to get the momentum going back in our favor and things like that, and you know, get moving along back where we want to, you know, kind of get going. And you know, we got to have more of those from my side.
You probably don't have to
running,
because
to
Tyreek went out with a
whatever it
hip
is.
injury
you know,
today.
Overall, just offensive, we gotta have more of those.
Even
Because
if
we got a
Tyreek
bunch
is
of talent,
back.
we got, you know, great coaches, and you know, they were, you know, doing a great job today. And
Tyreek
like I
was
said, we
starting
gotta have
the
more of
other
those.
side.
You know, the locker room seemed a little tamer today than it's been at the other wins. Is that just a sign of you guys getting kind of used to and expecting these kind of outcomes?
No. You don't ever get used to winning. You know, it's one of the best feelings in the world, and so you don't get used to it. I think y'all just kind of came in a little late. Everybody was dancing and having fun, going around shaking hands, you know, celebrating and congratulating each other, and you know, showing appreciation to each other, because it takes all of us, and that's something that we said in the locker room. It takes a village, and you know, it's we had guys step up and step up big for us today, and you know, you can't, like I said, you never get tired of those, and you can't get tired of these type of wins.
Guys stepping up, obviously watching that defense today do what they did with a lot of guys getting their numbers called. What was that like?
Yeah, it's what we needed, and so we didn't expect anything less. But we are appreciative. We are proud of the guys that did step up, because it was a big game for us. You know, because this was the only game we had this week, and so you know, being able to focus on that, being able to, you know, get everybody, you know, going, having confidence, having belief in
great
themselves.
stat for you
is
guys
important.
after
And then from there, we got to go out there and
Caleb.
execute. You know, the guys did a great job today.
Fans appreciate great football and understand the growth of a quarterback.
Yeah, you
Bears
next play
fans and
mindset.
media, they don't get
And then
it.
from there, you just got to go out there and execute.
They don't get it. I'm sorry.
Today, I just in the beginning, it didn't feel like I got into a good rhythm. I was missing passes and it was it was kind of weird. It was just I wasn't
Thanks,
too
Irish Bears
frustrated
fan.
like the couple weeks ago where I was just missing and I got supremely frustrated and things like that. You know, I understood, you know, and I wrote on my notes for myself to stay positive for myself, but also the guys. And you know, I think I did a solid job with that this week, and you know, just was missing, and it was. Like I said, on passes and routes that I've been hitting the past couple of weeks and been pretty good with. And so, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll go back and watch and figure out why.
Yeah, look, what did that first kind of stuff by the defense, that 4th and 1 touch push situation? You know, it was big, you know, goal line or 4th down stand.
Mm-hmm.
What did they do for the offense then?
Yeah, it's great. In those moments, you know, those are momentum plays, especially when you know, the defense gets going and, you know, they make a big play like that for us. And, you know, we want to go down and score. Whether it's turnover on downs, a big 4th down stop and things like that, or, you know, it's the turnovers that they get for us. And so, you know, we'll keep doing a good job with it and, you know, doing a better job with it in those moments. But it is a momentum
Happy
shifter
birthday, Scotty.
and things like that.
Scotty.
What were you seeing over the middle?
Scotty too hotty. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I think, you know, this year, I think I've been, you know, pretty solid over the middle. It's something that we've worked on
Rome
and something
did
I've been
make a
working
good
on.
catch.
You know, this year, but also throughout my
With
career.
that
It's just
ball
finding
on
ways
the
to be able to
shallow
attack
cross,
all
he threw it a
53.
little behind him.
And make the defense have to cover all of
Made a
that. And
great
so,
catch there.
I think today, Coach did a great job calling plays. The guys did a great job.
Wait till you
running
hear
great
the
routes.
stat
And
I have.
The O-line, they did a hell of a job
It's a
today.
doozy.
That one sack was on me, but they did a hell of a job today protecting me versus that D-line.
Imagine a beat
And so,
reporter
with that being said,
tweeting out
just deliver a good ball and let the guys go make plays for us.
complaining about fucking players they played. Unbelievable.
Finley just keeps on
for them, if they
fucking
wanna,
hammering
they
this
want to think
future
that, that's
shit.
fine. But for us, it's just the next
Dude,
game. And
he's just
like I
he's
said,
looking
if
for
we
a
go
fucking
1-1, which is 1-0,
glitzy fucking.
in each
Is it
week,
too early to start talking
we'll be exactly where we
playoffs,
wanna be,
Caleb?
and they'll
Too
be here,
early to open
supporting us,
Christmas
cheering us on
presents
like they
there,
want to.
Patrick.
Awesome. The Bears.
Just,
Get
I
a
mean,
deep dish slice.
I
and
just
shut
don't
the
get
fuck
it.
up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, being a professional beat reporter, it's probably not the most. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't be beating the drum for it.
Yeah, maybe not.
That's where you get your clout.
This
right?
Jasper, I forgot to mention this in my rant. There is no fucking shot.
None.
They marked him down, spotted the ball, had both their when they put their hand up like this. There's no beanbag on the ground. The Steelers talked him into that. That was gross. That's all I can say. There's no way you could see the ball even come out. You can't.
So this is a doozy. So buckle up for this one.
Okay.
Fun fact. This is from our guy Potsy, Mark Potash at Mark Potash on X. Fun fact. Well, yeah, he's retired, but I mean he's just doing this because he loves football.
The Bears.
Fun fact: the Bears are 4-3, which is a .571 winning percentage when allowing 23 or more points under Ben Johnson this season, including 4-1, which is an 80% winning percentage since week 3. They were 6-82 in that category from 2014 to 2024 under all their other head coaches. Let me rephrase that. Currently, Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears are 4-3 when allowing 23 or more points. 4-3. The previous 10 seasons, they were 6-82. That's 6
crazy.
wins, 82 losses, with giving up 23 or more points. That's might be the fucking craziest shit to show everyone how absolutely horrific your franchise has been offensively. And we got people in here saying that Caleb doesn't know how to run a scramble drill. Caleb is trash. Stop. It's year 1 under a head coach that knows what he's doing and doesn't have all of his guys yet. 6-82.
Jesus, that's fucking nuts. And
I don't even have to do tweets of the weekend. That's the tweet of ever right there. Mic drop.
listen, what these guys are doing, I just think gets overlooked because in a fantasy football world, we're looking at statistical scouts and people really wanting to have an agenda or a narrative written because they were either so mad that Justin Fields sucked so badly that he can't get it going anywhere. It's not coincidence. Or you're so mad because you had a previous agenda, whether it's you personally having some homophobic idea or thought or some sort of complete lack of any kind of intellectual knowledge of football. It is an embarrassment when I see the questions that the beat reporters ask and have complete an approach or a stance, a rhetorical way of wanting it to be had. I also see it in regards to this meatball fan base that just doesn't appreciate the fact that you haven't been a winning fucking organization in years. This is Ben Johnson's first year, as Chris Price was saying, with Caleb Williams.
Listen,
first year. We can't even count that rookie year.
Ben Johnson is reaching down into a fucking porta potty to pull this fucking team out of the tank that's full. And then when he pulls it up, you guys are wondering why his fucking hands are dirty. It's going to take him a little time to clean the shit off. We're 8-3 with an undermanned roster. Guess what? Offense ain't where he wants it to be. It's not close to where he wants it to be. The defense is undermanned when they're healthy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. And you're 8-3. I don't give a shit who you're playing, who you're facing, who's the quarterback. We've lost to all of them before. 6-82. I didn't say 43 points. I said when giving up 23. 6-82. But you know what? Let's fucking direct our ire at Caleb Williams. Let's do that. That's the, you guys fucking figured it out. You cracked the fucking code. Ben, why does this franchise smell like shit that you just took out of the porta potty? Why? Is it the quarterback? Guess what, guys? He came here because of the quarterback. Breaking news.
Yeah. And the fact that Caleb Williams is doing what he is doing, I just want to make sure people understand. It's like learning a new language. Wow. Everybody else is learning the same language too. So sometimes you might advance in that language and your players, teammates, thus the question with DJ Moore there and his answer. It's nice to get them on the same page. And I'm kind of paraphrasing what he said so you can have that cohesiveness together. Well, you played with each other last year. There is a certain level of where DJ had, let's just call it what it is, questions about his effort. Simple. Last season, then into this season, last week had the case of the drops, has been dogging it. That tape was awful last week watching DJ Moore.
And compete on all three phases and have each other's back.
Montez, can you take us through
I feel like Montez has switched up being a power rusher.
Yeah,
not this wildly athletic stallion out there. I don't know.
Gave him a move, came around, sacked the quarterback. I seen the ball was out. I think a couple people tried to pick it up and run. I seen it on the ground and just covered it up.
What's been the difference for you personally, having, especially after the bye, having come alive, putting up so many sacks? What's been the difference for you in your game and your preparation that's led to this?
I think I'm just taking advantage of my opportunities. Early in the season, I felt like I was playing good ball, but the stats is starting to come through for me, and it's a blessing. But we still got a lot more left on the table to get cleaned up.
What kind of pride you take in the idea that you guys continue to finish out these close games and stack these wins?
Say it again.
What kind of pride do you guys take in being able to finish these games and stacking these wins and these close games?
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in it. We understand that hasn't necessarily been a story around here in the past years.
Has anybody asked about everybody being gone on defense?
Creating a history of competing in these close games, and we feel pretty comfortable in it. We know when we're down or it's a close game, we're still in a fight. And I feel that coming from all phases, and so we just all fighting.
What was going through your mind when you found out that Rodgers wasn't going to be playing?
I mean, I would have loved to play Aaron Rodgers. He's a great QB. I sacked him a couple years ago. I would have loved to get him again. But I mean, we just whoever's out there, we gotta do what we gotta do.
How did Mason Rudolph? Did that change what they were doing at all?
I mean, it probably changed for them. It didn't change. It didn't necessarily change for us. DA had the same game plan, whether it's him up or Aaron Rodgers. So
I think JJ had it right in the broadcast that Aaron would have changed more at the line than Mason Rudolph did.
What was it like in the huddle before snaps?
I mean, it was great. I mean, kudos to D-Jack and Hippolyte and all the guys. I mean, Eamon, all the guys who stepped up and did a great job. They was flying around, and they did a great job giving us the calls too.
How do you just describe the way this team?
Somebody put on Twitter that Hippolyte sounds like a diet energy drink.
The history here hasn't necessarily been that. Ben preaches us fighting in those close games, and it's just not the same old Bears.
You almost had a third sack.
Not the same old Bears.
Maybe you slipped away from you there. What happened?
Yeah, I got to finish that. It's the difference between being good and great. It would have been my first hat trick. So maybe we can
go get it next
try
week
again
in
next
Philly.
game.
We need it. Like to see Brisker get the big play on 4th down.
I mean, yeah. Like I said, everybody is stepping up in all phases. He ended the game for us. Grady made a great play the series before getting his hand up. I know that's pretty ideal, seeing that he's only 5 feet.
Ouch. Notice Phil ain't laughing.
Thank y'all.
That would be Shane versus me there. I even made a great play.
Montez knew that's going to get back to Grady. That's why he did that.
Well, I don't know what Jervon Dexter is doing, but we got to get better, man. We really do.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see where Jervon is going to be when you get some consistency around him. And I understand you want to see him be able to dominate more on his own, but it's just, I said, there's so much. I mean, holy shit. Did you see his Billings carrying an extra 60 pounds?
Oh,
holy shit.
Big Billings.
The
Soldier Field rumbled when he ran off the field.
He was not that big last year, and that was the best year that he had in a while. But god damn.
Well, he's got to put on the girth.
Yeah.
I don't listen. I've been very vocal. I don't see a spot for Elijah Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a spot for Travis Homer, Roshan Johnson. I don't see a spot for who's the other one? Oh man, Ruben Hippolyte. Those are the 4 guys.
Today was your chance to show something that can help make you stick around, Phil. I see nothing. And guess what? When you showed the tape, after we drafted him,
oh yeah,
all we heard about is how fast he was. That doesn't even show on tape.
No, the fact that he was starting was bothering me because now it becomes a political thing, which I'm afraid of when Ryan Poles starts invading. There's no way.
He fit right in, Logan. He's on IR. He's hurt. But I wouldn't have I agree with Logan, though. I mean, for them to let him walk at $1.2 million, I never understood that. Ever. I mean, he's better than Ruben Hippolyte.
Yeah, he is.
He's better than Noah Sewell.
4th round. Sewell, he's better than Sewell.
DeMarco Jackson, man, like I said,
Marco should be your number 3 linebacker.
100%.
If they both, how many weeks? I know I heard something about Tremaine Edmonds. I couldn't hear the question.
They expect him back. So it's not going to be.
Do.
Somebody said last night his injury was looking to be 4 to 6 weeks. So I guess you're hoping that it's closer to the, he's going to miss 4 anyway. But the thing with Hippolyte, man, I just go fucking
a veteran linebacker.
Yeah, Daniel Hardy at linebacker.
Oh my god,
it's just, I mean, that's
a D end.
It's roster malpractice. Go fucking sign Braden Swinson, please, from the practice squad, from the New England Patriots. I've been saying it since cut down days. He's sitting there. He's a guy with upside that knows how to rush the passer. Please go do it. Go out and sign a fucking veteran linebacker. Who gives a shit? Daniel Hardy out there? Yikes.
They were trying to fucking cover their asses there. That ain't gonna get it done. Hardy is not. I like Hardy as a fucking situational rush guy and a special teamer. That's it. He ain't playing Sam linebacker for you, reading the fucking down block and coming up, setting an edge. He just doesn't do that in space. It's fucking pathetic, to be honest. Reality is, you got your answer on Jackson. He was in New Orleans, learned under DA. Shane and I had him pre-draft on our show.
Yeah, and draft mob.
Really great human being. And I can't be happier for him. He actually makes the number 48 look okay. He looks like an Iowa linebacker out there playing. Because every Iowa linebacker has to wear a 40 number. 46.
Yeah.
48. I don't know. I don't understand some of the maneuvers of the Bears in regards to these bottom end roster situations that really come up big in.
He's done nothing,
playoff
Phil.
hunts.
Nothing. I mean, do you, and I understand that it's a different set of circumstances, but do you think Philadelphia is glad that they traded for Jalen Phillips?
Yeah, they are. Imagine if we had
Ryan Poles is just trying to get better from within. Oh, he's going to get healthy. Listen, he hasn't been good, but now he's not good and he's hurt. So when we take the hurt away, he's going to be going back to being not good, but at least he can dress. That's the upside. I don't get it. You're doing nothing.
I don't get it.
You had no linebackers healthy. You didn't bring one in.
They brought the Reese whatever from the Lions.
Jalen Reeves-Maybin, right. He's a veteran linebacker. See Britton Brown today? He's on the active roster now.
No, I didn't. They did not try to run the ball. I don't know if it was because of Trapillo that they weren't excited about running the ball. I don't know what was going on in regards to their run game today, but it clearly looked like they skipped the hot hand. The hot hand was Monungai.
Yeah.
And they went away from that. So again, it's just something to look. I didn't like some of the play calls and situations. And again, I don't like the up and down, imbalance, and clear. Like, I'm sorry. Caleb Williams is the best player on the entire team. That's why Ben is here. Verbatim from Ben's wife to a friend of ours. We're here because of Caleb. That's it. So now everything under the pyramid of football builds on that. You don't win these games without Caleb Williams. So get the fuck on board or step the fuck out and smell what the Rock is cooking somewhere else, because you're the problem. Every quarterback is going to make mistakes, and they're going to have good and bad games and good and bad throws. We're not going to live and die play to play analyzing it. Become a patron. We'll show you the tape. You could be a little bit smarter. The beat reporters with an agenda, call them out. Call them the fuck out. Hold them all to a standard. When you feel that there's a bias there, fucking call it out. Like, what are you trying to say?
Piggy, he's 11 games into a 4-year contract. Yeah, so he doesn't need an extension. He doesn't warrant an extension. I get you're excited about him.
Extensions are go to Byard and Wright right now. There's no extension for Jalen Johnson. How many years left on Jalen Johnson's deal is there? Because you get no new money sitting on the fucking sideline whining. You just don't. Get out there, play.
So signed a 4-year deal in 2024.
Okay, so he's got 3 more years.
But most of
he'll be
his
sitting on the money.
His guaranteed money is
It's all gone.
That's,
So, oh well,
that's
buddy.
what it's all about for these guys.
Sorry, you're still paying for that fucking McDonald's through the drive-through with the same money we fucking paid you. You're going to Gibson Steakhouse with the same money you already paid you. We got you. You're under contract. You want to sit your ass out and be a selfish player? And we'll talk about that. But now, we're not talking about money for a guy that hasn't played.
Jalen's an unrestricted free agent in 2028. And still at that point, he's only going to be 29.
There you go. Thank you. We'll see Jalen when he comes back and then be the great player. Be the great player. I'm focusing on Nahshon Wright, Kevin Byard, and I would add Garner Johnson. I've always loved
CJ and you're going to be none of those are going to
break the bank.
Anything. The big one is you had the right name, the right last name, just the wrong person. It's Darnell Wright. That's the one that's going to be getting the big massive deal.
He's getting the big deal. Today he did not play like the big
He
deal.
also played against JJ Watt.
Right.
So I'm just saying, and he's take a peek at the friggin' artillery he has on his elbow. I understand. I understand.
It wasn't his best game.
Oh no, 100%.
He's got to play better than that today. He missed when guys dancing in front of you. You're running zone. You go to the spot.
TJ, not JJ. All the Watts were there, even in the stands.
They all went home with an L.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the best thing. Nahshon for me is the guy that, he's fitting into the culture. I hate sometimes that he waits on these little plays coming to his side. He just sits there and waits sometimes.
Well, he's so fucking long.
His length helps him so much.
Big time. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a D. Levine. We talked about it. Yeah, I think he's got one guy to beat, and it's a house call, much like DeAndre Swift on the screen that Phil and I were talking about. But that's the thing when they say that the NFL is a game of inches, it's a game of half inches, and it happens. The Chicago Bears win a playoff game versus Philly if Jordan Howard doesn't get tackled by a shoestring on that one play, and he goes 55 for a touchdown in the playoff game. It's what it is, man. It happens.
One guy.
Let's start ripping through some of these, Phil.
Super chats.
Sweezemeister 7 $9.99. W is a W, no matter how ugly. Even with that play, we need to shave Jaquan Whisker from the roster. Everybody loves these play on words, man. Big time. On the roster and get Puskasky to sell the team. My faith in Caleb is still strong. My faith in Caleb still does not falter, though. Yeah. So, thank you. Jaquan Whisker. Right in the schnoz is back $5. I'm all in on Caleb, but he was off today a lot, especially in the first half. Big win. And Caleb talked about it today. And there's improvement that needs to go on all the way around. And Caleb is no different. He missed him today, and I think it's more critical that he owned it. Back in the day, I don't know if you guys are even old enough to remember Cade McNown, not Josh McCown, Cade McNown, the Bears' first-round draft pick. He overthrew Marcus Robinson on one, and he blamed it on Marcus Robinson for not running fast enough. That was what you got out of your quarterback. That was in a post-game presser in San Francisco. That was the TO game when he had 20 receptions against a recently converted Jerry Azuma from running back to corner. Ben Hooper, $9.99, exactly about the timeouts. Thought Caleb on timing routes was best all season. I still want more delayed running back screens and shorter slants. The slants are there. They are. Phil, we've been saying it for years. The one I loved the one to Colston for the touchdown. It's exactly what you can do.
He just put it right on him.
Yep.
Listen, that long Pittsburgh drive doesn't help your offense either, because
No, not at all.
There a long time waiting to get back out. I hated the series when they did come out.
Between some of the drops and the missed throws, the team would have had 300 easily today. And that's what it is. Listen, and I honestly don't care about the 300. Get the W. Get the W. He threw for 3 touchdowns. The 3 touchdown passes is way more impactful than the 300 yards.
Offense put up 31. Your quarterback threw 3 touchdowns. What fan base is complaining about a quarterback that does that?
Bears fan base. Yeah.
It didn't
we
look
know
pretty
offense.
enough on my fucking fantasy team. It didn't look pretty enough. It ain't going to be pretty this year.
Yeah. 11, Jesse 21, $5. Look at the bigger fucking picture. We just did what no one said we could, with over half of our defense playing backups. Like, come the fuck on, chat. And listen, I picked the Bears to win 30-21, I think was my final score.
I had 27-20 Bears.
Yeah.
What was the final?
31-28.
That was close.
Rob Thames, 50-65, $4.99. Ugly wins still go in the W column. And we exercised another demon today. We avenged Cassius Marsh. Somebody should have did a celebration and did that fucking windmill kick. Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry we didn't talk about this, but I want to say it on this show because I said it on the patron side. When a quarterback, is going out of bounds, they're giving themselves up. I will say 28 out of 32 quarterbacks are going to get a flag there. What Ramsey did to Caleb Williams was unnecessary roughness, not illegal hit, not that. It's outside the letter of the fucking law. It was too aggressive and it was angry and purposeful. He was going out of bounds. If he came in with his shoulder pad and went to tackle him, I'll let it go. But what he did do is grab and launch and throw like a dick. And that's where the ref, who's throwing a fucking flag at DJ Moore, throwing the ball to the guy, then a guy picking up a quarterback and throwing him out of bounds 6 yards. It's fucking atrocious. The fact that this dude doesn't get roughing calls or anything at all. You don't slide into the fucking sideline. Okay? So get this shit out of your fucking head. Anybody. No quarterback slides out the sideline. We're trying to stop the clock there. Stop. It's a fucking penalty every time. Unnecessary roughness is the call.
Jimmy Silas, $4.99. It's starting to look like Al Harris was right about Nashawn Wright.
Ryan Poles gets no credit for the signing other than getting the contract done.
It was Al Harris is directly responsible for 2 DBs on this team. Nashawn Wright being one. Zay Frazier is his handpicked draft pick.
Another 6'3",
is the other
4 corner.
Yeah. And I just don't understand why people get fired up when you mention that maybe that Jalen Johnson could be in play in the offseason. People get so fucking fired up about it. And how dare you say that he's a top 10 corner and not a top 3 corner? Why? Why get fired up about that? Does he warrant an extension and new paper? Not with the way that this defense is paid. No.
No fucking way. It's not even a question.
Mike Felder, 90-58, $2, 229 yards, 3 tutties, 0 picks. I'm okay with an off day by QB1.
He doesn't throw the turnover ball.
Yeah.
He doesn't make the call.
That's why he's not improving, Phil.
He doesn't throw a stupid ball in the red zone trying to pump up his stats. We're just looking at the surface of where the fuck this team is going to go. We're missing some dogs. I mean, anybody with a brain. This is the NFL. The Bears are down 5 linebackers, 3 defensive back starters.
Yeah.
And we're out here and we have no pass rush. And we're out here winning games because of our offense putting up 31 points. And yes, they got a turnover. Great. That's what football is. It's hard to win in the NFL. No one's going to apologize.
Any news on Hippolyte?
Breaking news. The tape never lies. Network breaking news.
Funny you should ask, because there is. He's not good. It's pretty simple. He's not a good football player. He should have never been drafted where he was. He should have not been drafted. He's a UDFA guy that you bring in because he shows you some athleticism and some speed and stuff like that. It's not, oh, I'm going to shock the world. Everybody buckle up. He's not good.
That's the truth. 100%. I look at this football team. I really was hoping Ben was going to ride the hot hand. Ben has his warts today too, situationally. And then he made some great calls. So it is what it is. The Bears getting out with a W is the most important thing of the fucking weekend. As you go into Thanksgiving now, your football team is 8-3 atop the division, going up against the Super Bowl champs on a Friday, Black Friday afternoon game at 3:00, which is crazy to me. And then I get a letter in the mail, Shane, that I got jury duty on December 9th. I start jury duty.
This is what you say.
Yes.
I have 2 twin boys that are, how old are they? 11?
11, yes.
So everybody is guilty until proven innocent in my life. And then you won't have to go to jury duty.
I'm going to say that exact sentence.
Tell him that's what Bullets told you to say.
I will say that. Uncle Bullets.
Uncle Bullets.
Uncle Bullets.
Yeah. And then
I'm like, what the fuck? I got to call the night before.
Fuck you, Bullets.
If they need me, that's what they write in the letter. I got to call. You're going to have to do your civil. Now, what if I just didn't show up? Do you get in trouble for that?
We can talk offline. I have some, I'm just not going to say it publicly, but I work for the federal government. I can give you some advice.
Are you a beat reporter?
I am not professional.
Okay.
Is anybody watching this? Are the 2,000 people live in the chat right now?
Could you
Are they just all bots?
Smash the like button, you 2,000 people, and or even better, subscribe and become a patron. It's $10. Echo this. There's no free peek into the background of TTNL. If you're a patron, you don't get any special privilege like not call your ass out onto the carpet because you're a patron when you say some dumbass shit. You even will get it even more. However,
we are
will
equal
be more
opportunity.
educated.
Yeah.
You will be more
You're offended.
educated. It'll be helping you not put your foot in your mouth when it comes to football. You'll see it on the tape where it's not debatable. It's not debatable. There's no bias here. There's just the reality. Did Caleb play his best game?
Nope.
No. He could have. There was several reasons for it. This could have been an amazing game. But that's what happens in football. Drops, miscues, little antsy. Nah, he should have thrown away in the fucking end zone or taken off and ran. But you know what Caleb does do well? Lead a football team.
I think you can see it more and more coming to fruition. Even I will say specifically over the last 2 weeks, the leadership role, I see a more, just a more serious Caleb when he's speaking, and I think the miscues on offense and the drops and missed passes by him, I think that they're really bothering him because he knows that this is a game of inches, like we said. And those, I mean, you hit a couple of those, and you can blow this fucking game wide open.
100%. The big,
you can't miss those next week.
Exactly. When you're playing the Eagles, and I'm going to put it on everyone, the drops, you can't. I said it in the rant. The difference between winning and losing is catching and dropping the football.
Yep.
There's a throw by Caleb. Again, if you're late here, CBS brought it to the coach's angle. It's versus zone. He's backed up in his own red zone area. I can't remember what quarter it is. It might have been in the fourth. And Roma Dunze, it's on first down. Roma Dunze is coming across, opening the window behind the two linebackers, and he's there. Caleb anticipates it, throws it there, puts a little steam on it because he has to. And Adunze, it's low, and Adunze comes in like this low. So Adunze's dad, if you taught him below your hip to catch like this, you taught him wrong. Because you just thumbs out.
I don't think his dad was.
I'm just saying. That's a joke. Yeah, his dad.
Around, but
he wants his dad to shut up. And I know that wasn't his dad.
Yeah, we got useless hippo. That's what we got.
I thought Ozzie Trapillo looked good via the pass protection. I gotta watch his run blocking stuff, and we'll see that. Coach O will be back with me, Shane, every Thursday with the tape breakdowns. Here we have another. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, well, that's our new way of closing things out, as they say.
It out. Hungry hippo.
Let's see what they have to say.
Hell yeah! Man, I tell you what, it takes a village. It takes a village.
It does,
and
Coach.
I'm talking about players. I'm talking about coaches. I'm talking about training staff. I'm talking about everybody in this building. Everybody. And here we are towards the back half of the season, and our depth is being tested. All right? It would have been so easy to walk. Man, how are we going to win this game? We got no linebackers. What are you talking about? We got no linebackers. How are we going to win this game? Yeah. You guys don't bat an eye. Jordan Jackson goes down for a minute. Luke Newman steps up. Theo's down. Ozzie steps up. Man, I can keep going on and on and on and on, man. Credit to you guys. That's number 8. Yes, sir. That's number 8. All right? I got 2 game balls here. 2 game balls. Number 1 is this. Like I said, man, we had a lot of guys go down on defense. This guy stepped up. He wore the green dot. He had us going all game long. DJ, come on, baby.
Hey, man, I couldn't do it with everybody in this room, man. Yes, hey, like you said, it takes a village, man. The DBs from the D-line to the special teams to offense, man. We all had each other's back, man, and I appreciate y'all, boys. Yes,
Man, I tell you what, this guy's been getting hot lately. I don't know if you guys have been feeling it, but I certainly have. Since the bye week, it's just each week, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. It's going up. Give me a little Montez Sweat!
Hey, I just want y'all to know I appreciate everybody in this room, man. Let's keep going.
Yes, sir. Hey, breathe on in now, breathe on in. Good, better, bad. Good, better, bad. Never let it rest. Never let it rest. Good gets better. Good gets better. And it better gets better. Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3.